And hello everyone, and welcome to a new Monday stream here on Access the Animals. My name is Marco, and today we're going to play and celebrate Assassin's Creed 3. We're actually playing Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered, as we did in the past live stream. We're actually continuing where we left off last time. And we're going to celebrate Assassin's Creed 3 as part of the AC15 celebrations. Hello everyone, hello Tailgate, hello Reinhard, Skata, welcome to the stream. I saw that you just posted a speedrun of Forgotten Saga. I still haven't watched it, but I'm really interested in that, because I've really enjoyed the game mode, so I'm interested in how much time it took you to complete it, and also like to see which were the limitations. And so hello Remo, welcome to the stream. Patch for PS5, you're talking about AC3, I'm not sure if there's any. You're talking about 60 FPS, because I don't think they're gonna do that. I'm not even sure that the remastered is already adapted to the new systems. I think it is, but I'm not sure. Under 43 minutes, okay, that's very cool. Did you, Skata, did you max out your character, like all the skills, or did you decide to go with no skills, or were there any other limitations? Not even cut loading screens. Oh, that was very cool. Good job. Imagine if Ubisoft paid Kristen Bell royalties. Yeah. Based on the old news, she did not continue because Ubisoft believed that there would have been like too high of a compensation for her, so they killed off Lucy in Brotherhood also because of that. Skill tree and sets are max. Use what you want, no limits. Okay, I'm gonna try if I have some spare time, because like my spare time now is fully dedicated to the story analysis. It's coming up pretty well, though it's gonna take me some like a few more days. But hello Jatin, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you again. In the meantime, Sary is with us as usual. She's hunting animals, I think.
Yeah, but I forgot
what to do, and you can draw the bow with triangle.
Yeah, but I don't have ammunition. So.
You don't have ammunition, okay.
Yeah.
So I think we are at an impasse here. Yeah. Really want to see your attempt for a speedrun. I think that yesterday I was in a call with a friend, and I was playing for Forgotten Saga. I think it took me 1 hour and a half, but I was like chatting, wasting a lot of time. I'd like to try that though. Quick question, Jitin. Marco, do you or Sary have a favorite pen?
Favorite?
Pen. I don't think we have a favorite pen. Pen, like the one that... You mean the pen that you use to write stuff? Or... I don't think we have any favorite ones.
Nope.
Do you have... I wonder... I would imagine that if you're asking the question, it means you have a favorite pen. Tailgate, I finished my binge of the Alien movies. Okay. Were you binging because like Prey was releasing these days? I haven't watched it yet. A lot of people are saying that it's very good. Were you trying something specific?
Yeah,
here?
There is a viewpoint here.
There's a viewpoint here? Okay.
Yeah, so I'm trying to.
I mean, you still have half... Oh, the life is refilling, so you can try again in a few. I mean, to jump and hurt Connor. Alien, huh? It's been really long since I watched. Yeah, same for me. But a lot of people have been talking really well about Pre. And also about Sandman. I really want to watch Sandman. Skata, did you guys beat the Forgotten Saga already or still work in progress? No, I beat it already 4 times. So I think I got all the endings, unless there's a 5th or 6th ending that I haven't gotten yet. But yeah, we have finished it. That's why our story analysis is well underway. In my mind and in a Word document that I have on my PC, so nothing has been edited yet. But, you know, the script is almost over. It's gonna be probably a 2-parter. John, we are playing on PC. Not PS4, PS5. XXX Plane, do we know where Niflheim was in real life? I will surprise you in our analysis by trying, like, with an answer that hopefully you're not expecting. Like, some fans have already that idea, so it's not like my idea is revolutionary, but it's not a place, in my opinion. It's not a location in the real world. Hello, Atef, welcome to the stream. James, welcome to the stream. James is here with us. By the way, I've been, Declan hasn't been, I don't think we have seen Declan in the chat ever here. But so I'm telling you, James, like, I've been watching and, you know, listening to the podcast, the AC Let's Talk podcast recently a lot. Like, I've recently, like yesterday, I listened to the interview with Kate Hartfield, and I've been slowly listening to the Discovery Tour podcast as well. Like, it's, you guys are doing an incredible job. So thanks for what you guys are doing. It's so great. All the side stuff as well, Skata, yes, depending on what you mean by side stuff. I did all the side quests in Forgotten Saga. I think I got all the charms. I got the charms that restores half of your life when you die, so I think that should amount to doing all the side quests. I think I got all the outfits as well. So is there more side stuff? I think I got a lot of document. Most of that is not relevant to the lore. Some of that in the final area is somewhat relevant to the lore. You're welcome, James. Actually, it's very very well deserved, honestly. Chest, yes. Freedom. What is Freedom Fighter? It rings a bell, but I don't recall what Freedom Fighter is. Freedom Fighter. Oh, you mean the Shield Maiden quest? Because you have to do it like 4 times, and it did that 4 times. I think in your video you didn't show the side cutscenes. If you're talking about the side quests, yes, we didn't show them because the main idea behind the video was to show the variations. So the side quests did not really have variations, and also they don't really have an impact on the story. So we wanted to have the gist of the story there. In hindsight, I'm sad that I didn't put the Eivor parts in there, because there's basically 3 cutscenes. But yeah. Trophy, Reunite the Dead. Yes, I got that. I also got the trophy about beating Nidhogg without the egg shrines. I didn't do the trophy with the Draugr set because I wasn't super interested in that. I hate Haytham. No, you shouldn't. I mean, if you don't like him, of course, but in my opinion, Haytham is one of the best written characters in the whole series. And we are in Charlestown, and I'm not sure if these bombs can actually damage Connor.
Yeah.
They can? You were damaged?
You have to cross it without taking damage.
Okay, so you can get damaged. Okay. It's a very nice set piece. you do see it's a little artificial. I don't know if it's our specs, because we are playing. I think that we are playing on Ultra, so I think it's the game itself, like a similar. Yeah, that's you being damaged. A similar set piece is the one that we played. We did not play, but the one in Lisbon in Assassin's Creed Rogue, and that's a little better curated. Of course, there were better graphics and all. But. Have you played Ghost Recon Breakpoint? No, I don't think I've ever played any Ghost Recon ever, because I'm not really that much into modern war kind of games. There have to be. Same goes for like space based games. Like there has to be a very good premise to get me hooked to a modern war or a space kind of game. So yeah. Well, thank you, Skata, for the video. Like the idea was to show all the various variations that not everyone had gotten up until then. Sadly, there is not the fourth ending. To be honest, it's not like we lost a lot in there by not showing the fourth ending, because it's basically hell flexing on Odin. So yeah. By the way, thank you, Skata, about compliments on the video. Tailgate. I think I have gotten to the point if my forgotten Saga mode, where after I revive the game, it is just repeating dialogue. So I think you've gotten to see most of the game, Tailgate. If you have seen all the dialogues in the ending as well, then you probably have seen everything. Because like the most time-consuming thing is to get to the end every time in order to see the few different dialogues that Odin has with Hell. And that requires playing like 2 hours, like 1 hour and a half to 2 hours every time, which is very time consuming. Other than that, most of the other cutscenes you can get quite easily. Jet in Unity also had a similar piece with crossing combat field in one of the Animus Bridges, one of the exotic locations, the rifts. Yeah, but I don't think you could get hit. Like there was one in the Bastille, well, like the medieval one had, it was a battlefield in front of the medieval Paris, but I don't think you could actually get hit by the cannonballs. I don't think so. What are you expecting out of Ubisoft on September the 12th? It's actually September the 10th. What I'm expecting is absolutely something about Rift. Considering the recent rumors and leaks, I'm not sure if they're going to announce the release date, because they just recently pushed it, or the information about them pushing the release date has been recently leaked. So I'm not sure. I would imagine them to show either a cinematic trailer or a gameplay trailer. I wouldn't expect both of them. General information about Rift as well. What else? Transmedia for sure, because they did say that. I hope, like I mentioned in the past streams, I hope that Transmedia is going to be like new stuff and not stuff that was released already like 3 months before the stream, as it was the case last time. And then some information about Rift, about Infinity, and also the Netflix stuff, like the Netflix TV series. I'd like to have some confirmations about how many of the Netflix series are actually happening, because it is very vague. It was mentioned that there were 3 types of TV series that could be done at Netflix. So as of now, we can expect 3 types of them, but I don't think that they're working on 3 different TV series at the same time. So it'd be nice to know at least what to expect and when. So yeah. I think I'm missing some. Triton, wonder if ATA will notice my message about it. What message? What happened, Triton? Did I miss your message? I'm here interested in playing Forgotten Saga. I can't start the damn... Why? I'm sorry, did I miss the bug? What's the bug? What bug are you getting? Because I've seen a few people saying that there are bugs that do not allow them to access the game mode, and so they cannot even try it. We cannot fix it for you, like James says, but I would expect like some communication, like the next patch, as it always is the case with the new DLCs or new content in Valhalla. The next patch usually fixes the bulk of the issues that have been created with releasing the previous patch and the previous content. So like if you're having issues with the game mode, there's a good chance that it's going to be fixed with the next update, which might happen in 3 weeks. I know it might be a little far from today, but I hope it's not going to be the case. Something else that you can do is filing a ticket to the Ubisoft support, which is now named something else. I'm not sure if it's still called Ubisoft support or Ubisoft service. So I think you can write Ubisoft support on Google and see where that redirects you. So you can hope that maybe you can find somebody there that can tells you about a workaround or a fix that you can have on your own without waiting for the next patch. But it might not be the case. What else? I don't like the idea of a Netflix series because I still have the fear that they steal potential settings for the game. Yes, that's a very a legit fear. I wouldn't call it a fear because hopefully if they're doing a Netflix series, they're going to do it either properly or at least hopefully that it looks good. If it's a live action, there should be a live action, an animated one, and an anime one. And hi Sary in the chat. That is our first hi Sary today.
I hate this game.
You hate this game? You should love this game. I mean, if I had to count the numbers of time I had Connor and Edward die from the top of a ship, we'd stay here all night counting them. But I mean, there isn't a control descent here. So when you go up, but if I recall correctly, I might mistake this with Rogue and AC4, but there should be, the thing is that allow you to go up fast and to go down fast. No,
AC4.
That's only in AC4 and Rogue.
I have no idea.
We saw that in Rogue last week. Well, 2 weeks ago, actually. Time for dinner. Well, thanks for joining us, Jake. It was super nice to see you. Enjoy your dinner and your meal. I'll see you soon, hopefully. And that's... No! Also, James, while he was going, he said, hi, Sary. Hello, Sary. Sary hype. I don't like Ezio anymore because every fanboy, fangirl overrates him. Well, it's what happens over and over again, Like, you like a character, then when you see that too many people are overrating them, you tend to just stay there. Good job. See? We made it. It's easy. You can jump down now in the sea without dying. I was worried about that for a second. Anyway, there is a basic parkour down in Black Flag. The full version is in Unity. Is there a parkour down as in the control descent? I don't think so. There's a parkour down, I think, but you need to actively press down. I think. I'm not sure. How can collect full assist NPC for Connor? What's that? I have no idea what that is. What is a full assist NPC? Come on, guys. Don't be too harsh in the chat. It's okay. Like, everyone is entitled to their opinion if it's not too negative. So, Trident K. Every time I enter Ravensthorpe, the Sigerblood oh yes, you mentioned that. I think I saw it somewhere. The Sigerblood Festival cutscene starts at the game and crashes to the dashboard. It's like this for many people, including everyone on Xbox One. And the support team, they are aware. If they are aware, it means that they're not able to fix it. Is there any way for you, Triton K, to play the game on another platform? Like, can you play the game also on PC? Because maybe you can fix it by playing it on another platform, then move on, and then save, like having a an online save, and then go back to your original platform. Maybe that can work as a workaround. Otherwise, if the support people, they know about the issues and they are aware, it means that they cannot fix it right away. So you will have to wait for a few weeks, which is not amazing for sure. That's our Connor meeting Israel Putnam. Well, meeting again. What people reported mainly on Xbox. Yeah. In Black Flag you can parkour down using Shift plus E, but it doesn't really parkour down, he just sort of rolls then and falls. Oh, okay. I don't think I even knew about that. But okay. I'd say Connor, Edward, Bayek, Ezio and Altair are the top best parkour assassins. What do you mean by parkour assassins, YTC? I'm gonna say Arno has to be on the top because he's the ballerina. He's so nice and fancy when he does parkour. Then I will put Altair, because Altair was able to go at the top of such a huge cathedral in Acre. While Bayek doesn't really do a lot of parkour. I'm gonna say Connor is also one of the best assassins at parkour because he's able to, you know, properly parkour over trees. Bayek was held back by Aya in the story that we're seeing. To a degree, I would agree. To be honest, the story that they meant to tell was very different. And Aya wasn't meant to hold back anyone. And at the same time, Aya does believe in what she does. It's not like she's holding back Bayek intentionally. Hi, Sary!
Well,
and that's our second Hi, Sary of the day.
Yeah, but it's not like I died because I'm stupid. They just shocked me.
Yes. Still, you desynchronized. Use cover to avoid damage. So it's not like you have to hide, but you need to use cover.
Where is Elena?
Elena is not in the chat today.
Who's gonna get worried for me?
You want me to get worried about it for you?
No.
Oh no,
Not
Sary,
the same.
please. No. That's fine.
No,
No, that's not fine.
not the same.
I mean, AC is related to Altair. Origins is the most overrated AC game ever. To be honest, I really like the world in Origins, so I cannot say it's overrated. I don't think I have a specific AC game that is overrated to me. I do like all the games for things that they have. Sometimes I find some issues in liking Odyssey, but there are some very good elements in that game as well. Fret not. I either have to hope for a hotfix. After all, the last Yule Festival got one when it wouldn't appear for many yet. Yeah, this is a huge issue. Like if there's a lot of people like experiencing this and not even able to access the game mode, that's very bad. It's not a good comfort, but at the very least, you should expect that by the time the festival is done, you should be able to access the game mode, which is not comforting at all. That means waiting for 20 days, but maybe that's gonna be earlier than the release of the next patch. So hopefully when Secret Plot is over, you can get to start the game mode. Not amazing. The Levant is in the Middle East, but they're still calling those assassins the Levantine assassins. You need me to do this? Can I help you?
Yeah, and you do it.
Okay. Sary is getting frustrated here. Okay. How does Connor get down? Was there a button? There wasn't a crouch button.
To get close to stuff.
You need to get close to the to the walls. Okay, let me try this, because Sary is getting real frustrated. So what do you have to do?
How much I hate this game.
He's not crouching. He's not crouching though.
No, you have to be close to what you consider as like cover.
So is this a cover? No. Okay.
Have to go that direction.
That direction?
Towards the green.
Okay.
stuff.
Use cover to avoid damage. Okay. Like, I think this is a cover. Yes. Good job. What else? How do we trigger Eagle Vision? I don't even know that. Oh, come on. Really? This is a cover. This is a cover. Okay. I think we can stay here and refill the life. Can the life refill here? Of course not. Where is another cover? There. There's their cover there. Come on, Connor. You can do it. Okay. Good. They died, but we didn't. There's a cover there. How can I know what? Oh, that was them shooting. That's a cover. That's a cover for us. Yes. Okay. So there is one there. Oh, that was a super shot by them. Okay. Where do I have to go? There. Okay. Where's the next cover? Well, let's see when they shoot that. No, Connor, don't do that. Okay. Go. That's a cover here. Nope. Connor, behave. Shall I go? Yes. Let me go. Yes. Here, Sary.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Go left, Marco. Yes. We made it. Can Sary assassinate Pitcairn without getting spotted?
No.
If she can do it, she'll be a true master assassin in my eyes.
I'm a Templar, guys.
But you did do a very... No. I was about to say you did do a very good... Did they spot you a bit?
Yeah.
Should you go away, maybe? Instead of fighting 20 guards? Can you go away? Yeah, please go away. Reach the top of the cliff here. I don't know how, but... You should just run away from 20 guards. I was about... There's like some branches in the... over there. I was about to say that in Rogue you did an amazing stealth sequence, but that was not the case. You got spotted.
It's not AC3.
Well, but you didn't anyway. Like, if I recall correctly, when you were to kill Lawrence Washington in Rogue, they spotted you. Okay. Try again going on over the branches.
They're gonna shoot me.
They're gonna shoot you? Okay. Okay. Going back to the chat. Not being able to access Ravensthorpe means depending on how far through you are, you can't continue the story. Cash in order tags. This bug is game breaking. Yeah. That's not amazing. That's very bad, actually. I'm sorry to hear that, Triton. I hope that they're going to fix it for you soon. Tailgate is saying, I have always hated this section. You can go there.
Yeah, but then I cannot go anywhere.
Yes, yes, you can. Just... Yeah. Are they shooting at you? Good job. Okay. Now... Stealth session. Stealth session. Air assassinate Pitcairn without being detected. You can limit this to 4 assassinations of the guards. Or you can just go and try and kill him. It's like it's just a limitation, but you can go on. We spent too much time with Desmond. Well, I disagree. I love Desmond, even if people didn't really like him back then. He was a character of his own. What happened? What happened?
Nothing.
Okay.
I'm just complaining.
Ah, okay. He was a character of his own. Like, he had to be understood very much like Connor. He wasn't the edgy, brash kind of character. You like Risk, my lady? Okay.
I hate stealth in this game.
Should I do that?
No.
Want me to try that? AC3 is underrated. Elijah is a noob. Man, you guys are feisty today in the chat. Did they spot you?
Yeah.
You can, I think, reload last checkpoint.
Can wait for it to be last, like next.
Since Elijah is a sage, I wonder which reincarnation of Isu he is. If he's actually a sage, he should be an Aita reincarnation. And back then, when Uprising was released, there was no notion of the Asgardian sages or reborn Isu, so he should very much be an Aita sage. I like this game. I think it's the best one. I know, a little controversial. Yeah, a little controversial. I agree with that. Can you reach the branch over John Pitcairn? Why doesn't he crouch?
Because they're seeing me. I think.
Ah, okay. Okay. I mean, you got spotted. Some opponents are more resilient than the others. Should I try it?
Yeah.
Let's
wait
try.
for it to be next week.
What? Next week? No. Next week is going to be Revelations? Is it already Revelations time?
I have no idea, but
Yeah, it should be.
better than this.
Oh, come on. Can you run while you are in the bushes? Yes. How do you trigger Eagle Vision again? Oh, this one? Okay. Can I move while being in Eagle Vision? Yes, but I don't see anything. Okay. Do we have whistle? No.
Yeah, circle.
It's circle? Oh, okay. Too many. Okay. So. Oh, Elena is in the chat. I think she has joined us. Elena, welcome.
Hello, Elena.
Come to me. I'm whistling. Am I whistling? Yes, I'm whistling. How do I assassinate him?
There is some.
Oh, oh my god. Okay. I'm used to the recent games where you whistle and you're looking at one single guard and only that guard is coming to you. Dasha is saying hello, of course. There we go. Let's just circle. Can we circle around here without the synchronized? I think they saw me again. Come on, Connor. Move. Be a good boy. Oh, I think we are here. No. Connor, just stay there, okay? I don't recall this type of Eagle Vision where you cannot see through the stalking zones, so you cannot really see the guard behind. That's very bad, honestly. Okay, please go back. Okay. Where's my next stalking zone? It's here. Don't mess up. Don't mess up. Okay, so here, I think. Where's the next one? There. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. Can we do it? Will he see us? I think he will see me. Okay. I think we're here. Where is he? He was around. Okay. Just go. Don't mind me. Don't F up. Don't F it up, Connor. Where is Pitcairn? There? Okay. He's never gonna come here. I have to go there. I'm sure I'm gonna F it up. I'm sure I'm gonna F it up. And he's gonna see me. Hi, Helena. Hi. Sorry, I didn't see the message, but I'm a little preoccupied here. Can I go there? Ooh. Up. Good boy, Connor. I can't go beyond this, can I? I cannot jump on the flag, can I? I don't think I can. Can I jump? Okay. Let's jump. Yes! 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 That's how you do it. Yes! C. Oh, no. I said yes, but not to the... Come on, not to the...
And those they serve. You meant to kill them.
Kill them? Are you mad?
We made it. And I know that the boss wanted to say hi, but... Come on.
Explain. You put an end to that now.
If you
Yes, we made it.
then
Yes.
I will carry your last words to them.
They must lay down their arms. They must stop this war.
Why them and not the red
All right.
Do you not think we asked the same question of the
I absolutely didn't remember you could jump on the flag.
They would have succeeded.
And it didn't seem to have a pole, so I was worried they would spot me.
No, the strings should
Did you
be
get
severed.
spotted? I hope
All
not.
should be free.
Yeah, we'll see after that, but I think that the assassination triggered over the horse, so hopefully we're good.
But your mouth like a child.
Thank you, Tailgate. Thank you guys. Connor, my beloved.
More will die now. Because of that.
Yes, thank you, YTZ, I think. Yeah. We got it, yes. Thank you. Alright. Oh yeah, because the cutscene triggers, so you are done with the sequence now. Okay, that didn't look very nice. It looked like it was made out of metal. Get to the chopper, yeah. We run away,
Sneak up on me like that. Watch this girl out there and just help this
and
cat
we're
break
back to
free.
Putnam.
Don't ever do that again, you hear me?
You can get spotted over the animation. That's the hard part of the mission, is it? Like, when you are doing the air assassination, you can get spotted, really? That sucks.
Well done, I suppose. But it matters little now. I'm ordering a full retreat.
So guys, how is it going? Like, how was your weekend? Like, did you play any games like Assassin's Creed or other games? Have you been doing anything fun, like not watching Formula 1 or anything like that?
What do you mean?
So glad we don't have to run across the battlefield after the assassination. Yes, it was already tense earlier.
It says they plan to murder Washington.
Connor runs away from guards. Yeah, he did. Yes, he did.
Let's see if you got spotted.
I think that counts. The last part counts. I hope. Get back. One more. Complete. It didn't consider, like, it didn't count the air assassination.
Because you got detected.
Did I get detected?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I am absolutely disputing this. Absolutely, that did not happen. I was absolutely able to get it. MotoGP was finally back after the summer break. Was it? I didn't even know.
My enemy is tenacious.
There was
When money
five
failed them, they took the force.
Five,
Italian winners.
five Italians in the top five?
Yeah.
And I didn't hear about any of this?
And their march towards freedom
That's
begins
me.
in earnest.
Ducati won.
Little
Ducati won? Okay, that's good.
They seek to reshape this land.
Wait, you see, just trying to complete Valhalla as my final playthrough platinum trophy to my AC collection. Well, that's very good, but I think it, like, how much into doing this are you, YTC? Like, do you still need a lot of time to do that? Because I'm not an achievement hunter, so I absolutely don't know how much time you might need to platinum Valhalla. I would imagine a lot, because Valhalla in itself requires a lot of time to do anything, but I'm not sure. Like, in terms of you got detected. You get him next time, Marco. Yes, I guess.
There is progress, but I worry it is not enough.
I love the board here, where all the information about the various targets. That's so very cool. It's sad that you can see it only for a few seconds, because the cutscene then leads you away from here. But it's always nice to see the various comments. Like, Templars, are they loyalists? Haytham is the Grandmaster. Hiki is leading the underworld and stuff like that. I love that. But you just see it for a few seconds and then it's over. White, you see, you're a completionist. That's very nice. I always appreciate people that have they are tenacious enough to be like a completionist. I would never be able to do that. You have a Shay and Bayek outfit there. Would you like to put them on?
Why not?
I mean, as you wish. It's like, see, there's a Shay one, there's an Aguilar one, there's an Ezio Brotherhood one. But the cutscene, I think that will not allow you to do that. Because I think we are very close to the part of AC3 where Connor ends up in jail. And that means no outfit for a bit.
Is that so, old man?
Pecco Bagnaia won? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I will gladly demonstrate
Good job,
how easily I
Pecco.
could- Trunks.
Takes a long time and some of the trophies are stupidly hard, yes. This is Talmadge, I think? Benjamin Talmadge, yes. I kind of wish Liberation got a week as part of the celebrations. I also wish that. Like, they always never consider Liberation as a main game. And since it was turned into an HD game, that was a proper main game. Also because of the platform. Like, before, it was a handheld game, so you might not consider it a mainline game. But since they made it available for Xbox 360 and PS3, and then also with the backwards compatibility, it was available also for the subsequent consoles. And it was on PC as well, I think. So it is now a mainline game, in my opinion, and it is very bad not to showcase Aveline and what she stands for as a character. Guys, are you gonna make some analysis about Forgotten Saga? Yes! Yes, Hernan. I am actually currently, have been in the last few days, in the process of writing the analysis. It's already 9 pages in Word, so it's gonna probably be 2 videos, if not 3. I hope it's 2 videos, because then we're gonna be very, very close to September. So
This is so unusual.
sorry?
It's so unusual.
Yeah, so it's
That you
unusual.
have to cut stuff in parts.
Yeah, it's so unusual for me to break videos in 2 parts or more. But yeah. But yeah, it's going to be at least 2 videos, and based on what I'm writing, I'm very convinced to have prepared some very nice content. I think I found the explanation for most of the story in Forgotten Saga. There's a lot of interpretation to be made. A lot of stuff is not directly as we see it. Again, in my interpretation. Like, for example... yeah, I don't want to go into the ending, do I? I mean, there's a... let's call it a reference to a raven at the end. And it's not a literal one. It's a more spiritual one. I'm gonna go into that into the second part of the analysis. It is very interesting, and I think that the story of Forgotten Saga is, for once, considering how bad Dawn of Ragnarok was, the story of Forgotten Saga was a good one. It was an interesting Isu story that you need a lot of interpretation and imagination, because it still has the mythological coating that I really don't like. But the content of the story, if you interpret it in a way, or at least the way I interpreted it, it is very interesting. And it does make sense within the established canon, which I'm surprised to say. I'm really surprised to say. All this Forgotten Saga talk is taunting me. I'm trying to not say stuff, tried, okay? Also for you. I'm really trying my best. I'm also surprised that there's a very good chance that this is... I feel dirty by saying this, but this might be my favorite piece of content of the post-launch of Valhalla. Before that, I think it was Tombs of the Fallen, Part 1. Because Siege of Paris was good because of the Sendini mystery, but the DLC itself I didn't really like. There were a lot of missed opportunities within Siege of Paris, Wrath of the Druids, and don't even get me started on Dawn of Ragnarok. So there's a very good chance that this is my favorite piece of content, and it's a mythological one, and I'm not sure what is happening to me.
Who are you?
Who am I? I think...
What is Markuz' body?
Yeah, I think I've been already asked on social media, like, who are you and what did you make of Markuz' body? Like, did you kidnap him or something like that? Quick question: has Sary got the controller again? Yes. After.
How did you know? I'll
Okay.
take it personal.
Yeah, that's Elena asking the question, and the answer. Maybe it was a compliment. Marco, is there a sniper aimed at me, at you? No, I swear. I really swear. And that is why I'm planning to make like the first, I don't know, a minute or 30 seconds in the video, in the analysis video, where I'm saying that it's absolutely like to me, Forgotten Saga is very much the opposite of what I expected and what I said that I expected in our latest video about Forgotten Saga. Like, back then I was very negative about it, about everything about Forgotten Saga, and then I played it and I changed my mind like 100%. I did a 180 on that, and I didn't expect it, and I'm very shocked and surprised about it. I'm just waiting for a plot twist that Basim is related to Altair. I mean, could be. We'll see in Rift, because like there is a chance that he might interact with the Levantine assassins, and that opens the gates for having an interaction or an influence on Altair's bloodline.
Do you know where he is? Not exactly, but...
Yeah, it is better than Dawn of Ragnarok, and it is free. It is better as a feeling. It is better in terms of story, in terms of how the story makes sense within the canon. I'm gonna say Dawn of Ragnarok, there's more story content in terms of mileage. Like, there's more hours of story content in Dawn of Ragnarok. But to be honest, because I enjoyed the game mode really, like, a lot, I'm not gonna sure. I'm not so sure that the playtime that I spent in Forgotten Saga is lesser than the one that I had in Dawn of Ragnarok, because I played Dawn of Ragnarok for 20 hours ish, 22 hours, and I completed the map, like 100%ed the map, and I think I did like what, 10 runs, 11 runs of Forgotten Saga, and some of them were 2 hours, some of them were less. So I think I'm clocking in at the same time as Dawn of Ragnarok, and I very much enjoyed this way more than I did with Dawn of Ragnarok. Elena is saying, nothing personal, I just noticed that Marco was paying more attention to the chat than to the game. See? Elena is very kind. But as like we are manipulating her messages every time we can anyway.
I have a question for the chat.
You have a question for the chat? Yeah. Sure.
What was the worst thing of Dawn of Ragnarok for them? I mean,
okay.
The price, the length.
Okay,
the story.
so Sary is asking, what is the thing that you hated the most or you didn't like the most about Dawn of Ragnarok, if you played it? So was it the story? Was it the pricing? Was it I don't know, the game world? You didn't like it? Was it the mythological coating? Like, what was it? Let us know in the chat. So, oh yeah, this is another very bad mission. Like the AC3 and also I think AC4. Like they had these tailing missions where you would desynchronize if you were spotted.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, but that's my fault.
Does that count as a high Sary?
Yeah.
Yeah, high Sary.
Like I ran into him.
Game Boy SR. I just finished Forgotten Saga. What was that ending supposed to mean? Well, you're gonna have to wait for our analysis to at least hear our interpretation. I don't mean to say that we know the right answer, but I hope so. So the answers are pouring in to your question, Sary. Elena is saying the fact that it wasn't included in the season pass, that's opening like a huge floodgate. Like the concept of year 1, year 2, etc. Would you expect everything to be contained in a season pass? Because it's called a season pass. Maybe it should be called a game pass and you get everything that is going to be released from that time on. But like I agree that the pricing was all over. Can you make it? It was the pricing was all over the place with Valhalla in general. Like considering the game is $60, the store item, the store packs are $20, and the first 2 DLCs were what, $15, and then the third one is $40, and the pricing was all over the place for sure. What else? They need to weave Cassandra and Atlantis into the involvement in the future games. Well, Cassandra is being weaved in with Valhalla for sure. They might do that in the future. Infinity could provide them a good opportunity to have Cassandra appear everywhere. I'm not sure I'd be happy to see that, but... XXX Plane is answering the missed potential and the price. Yes, I agree. They could have an interesting story that matched way more the established story, while they had only like a few chunks of the ending that was barely touching the established story, and most of that was very vague, to be honest. Talking about Dawn of Ragnarok, of course. I think the last update broke the Balor fight, did it? Because I am never going back to the Balor fight, so I hated that so much. Not for the fight itself, but for the concept of having this monster fighting with Eivor instead of Odin. That was super weird. Even AC3, decade-year-old game, has better world stealth interaction than Valhalla. I think that's because it's a different engine. Like, the new engine is less oriented towards stealth and parkour. I don't know why they did that. I mean, they did that because they wanted to have a revolution with RPG and stuff. Why is he hiding in the well? This is going to break the mission if he's hiding in the well. Oh, he's getting out. Okay. Was this planned? Was that part of his routine to hide in the well? Nobody would do that.
The war guards maybe wanted to.
Oh, the war guards.
To hide from them.
Or maybe that was the case, actually. That's very clever.
I don't know. You say it as if you're surprised. I mean,
no, I mean, yeah, maybe I was not that clever, probably. Probably that's the answer. For me, this AC is the most immersive AC. This game feels like a prototype of a Red Dead game. This AC and AC1 are my best games in the saga. I have to agree that there are some elements of AC3 that I loved and enjoyed that a lot. Like, not sure about saying modern day was very good. Like, it looked very good. The story was good enough. The Issa part was incredibly good, in my opinion. Yeah, you're still fine. You didn't make it with the optional, but I think you should be fine.
Yeah.
You should be close to the door, and then it should be over. While I was kinda on the story, at least till we found Baldur, because I loved the final act, my only real issue was Surtur. He was underutilized and his voice wasn't bassy or intimidating enough. I agree. I agree fully on Surtur. I think they needed to weave him way more in the story and have a better idea as to who he was, why he was looking into the technology of the ancient Isu or whatever that was. What were his motivations? Because his motivations are explained in a freaking document located in the outskirts of the main city, instead of the main story. You don't know why he's doing what he does until you find that weird document hidden somewhere in the outskirts of the city. That was so bad. I hated it so much. 9 out of 10 for this week's trial. We're gonna do it later, by the way, Scata. So maybe you can help us if we get stuck. In the meantime, we're trying to assassinate Thomas Hickey, but we are causing a commotion with the guards. So, oh yeah, this is another element of the game that I hated so much. This is one of the two most hateful chase scenes in the game, if you want to do the 100% synchronization, because otherwise you don't want to, so that's fine. But I remember like trying to do the 100% here, and I had to do it like what, in 20 attempts, because oh no, there's again another bot. Hide. Okay. Bot is back, and it should be gone. Syndicate Jack the Ripper DLC was one of the best. I have mixed feelings about that. The setting, the visuals were very cool. The idea of mystifying and make Jack the Ripper an assassin, I'm not super sure, because like that was an actual murderer that existed in real life, and making a story about him that wasn't really good, especially because they made him an assassin. So not really nice, in my opinion. Then again, the London that you can play in Jack the Ripper is amazing. I think it's the kind of London that we wanted from Syndicate, and then we actually got the happy-go-lucky version. In the meantime, our Connor ended up in jail along with Thomas Hickey, but Thomas Hickey has friends, has a lot of Templar friends, including Charles Lee and our beloved Hatham. So he's getting out. There can be no further mistakes. There will not be, because they will be dead in a few. But, well, not in a few, because Sary will have to find her way out of the jail.
We're so lucky.
She is so happy about this. Riddler, how would you rank Unity versus Syndicate overall? I'm gonna say, game world, I absolutely Unity wins over Syndicate. I love Paris way more than London. Main characters, the Fry twins win over Arno. I don't like Arno. He cries over himself too many times. Story, I'm not a huge fan of both stories. I'm gonna say probably
I'm afraid you won't be leaving for a while, thanks to Benjamin Talmadge.
the Syndicate story has more lore for the hardcore fans than the Unity one. The main story. The main story in Syndicate has Edward Kenway's journal, it has the shroud, it had that precursor key. You know, it has a lot of cool stuff. In terms of gameplay, I prefer Unity. The parkour in Unity is slightly better, in my opinion. So I'm gonna say it's a tie. I'm gonna say it's a tie. I love both games for different reasons. I thought making Jack the Ripper an assassin was a good move. It showed that even the assassins have bad apples too. Yeah, in that regard, you are right. The real bickers. I agree with that. The thing is, I'm okay with stories that have, you know, fictional characters that can betray the assassins and they are bad apples and stuff like that. Having a real murderer be part of the assassins felt a little weird to me, but and also you play as the actual murderer, so but still. Elena, better in every way apart from parkour. Yeah, I think you're talking about Syndicate. Here's a question. What happened at the end of Syndicate? How does it link into the big picture? It does not. Pretty much. I mean, the ending of Syndicate makes it so that a shroud ends up in the alcove beneath Buckingham Palace. And that means that the Templars in the modern day can find the shroud that they can then use to revive Juno in the comics. But so yeah, that's the connection in the bigger picture. So they find the shroud where Edward left it. Edward Kenway left it, which was in the Tower of London, if I'm not mistaken. Then the tower, the shroud is stolen, and eventually Crawford Starrick wears it, and then the assassins get it. But as it's the case in most games, they decide, oh yeah, it's better not use it because we are assassins. We don't use the pieces of Eden. We don't want them to fall into the hands of bad people, so let's leave it there. And they leave it there for what, 200 years, and then the Templars fund it again and get it back in order to, well, rather than the Templars, it's the instruments of the First Will with Violet da Costa who get the they get the shroud, and she decides to use it in order to revive Juno. Yeah, Jeffrey Dahmer DLC, no please. No. I mean, after what they did with Jack the Ripper. The modern day cinematics of AC Syndicate are interesting. I agree. even though I'm not a huge fan of them being just cinematics when you're not playing, but surely the modern day of Syndicate is much better, all things considered, than the modern day in Unity, because there's no modern day Unity pretty much. There is in the files, in the text files, and it's very good and interesting. And Sary is playing, what was the name of this game? Fanorona?
Yeah, but what's the aim of this game?
The aim is to make a triplet, if I recall correctly. So see, he's trying to cover your triplet there.
Of course you have.
So it's like
You do not believe me? Why should I? You've the look of a brute.
you need to make triplets across. Like
I'm an honest
one triplet is fine across any of the circles there.
Alright.
So let's see if you can
and yet also a man imprisoned.
manage it.
Tell me how you found yourself in
See you later, Skata. Hope you can manage to get back.
As is what you ask of me.
Hans, welcome to the stream. You're playing Valhalla right now. What are you playing? YTC. Please don't mention all the known and famous murderers and have a DLC about them in the chat. Reinhard, welcome to. Well, Arno just doesn't have the edge. Give me Lee. Yeah. Well, this part of the game is a slow one. The interesting part, I think you lost. Did you win? Oh, it's just a way to get to play the game while you're getting information. So, this part of the game, and especially the one that you have to that you see later, that needs to be consumed along with reading the Forsaken novel, because Connor ends up in prison, and he has to find a way out. He finds it on his own, but at the same time, he also has a help. Then he's taken to the gallows, and there is you don't see it in the game, but there's somebody that helps him. We're gonna see it later, and the Forsaken novel shows that it's actually Hatham who, because he's his son, decides to help him and to save him from the gallows. We don't see it in the game, but it's confirmed in the book, in the novel. Kasekage, welcome to the stream. I'm happy you made it today. Yeah, it's very late, but don't worry. We still have some run time. We still have to try. And Alpha, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Like I said, we still have some time that we need, like we're trying to use to get out of the jail, and then we also still have to do the trivia, the official trivia about AC3. Alpha, yes, I did enjoy Forgotten Saga way more than expected. You can't beat it yet. You just need to try again. The more you die, the more resources you're gonna get, which means you're gonna get you can use more of them in the skill tree, which means that you can get your Odin more powerful, and then it's gonna be easier the next time and the next time and the next time. Don't be that hard on Hatham. He's a good guy. Well, he's not a good guy.
He's a sexy guy.
He's a sexy guy. He's a sexy guy, and he's a guy that has motivations. And also that had a very troubled life. That is for sure. So you need to pickpocket Finch without being detected. He's about to detect you. Well, you have been detected. Hi, Sary, in the chat. They are killing you, by the way. And Skata is back. Welcome. You have been enjoying Forgotten Saga, Hans. I'm happy you are, because after an initial moment where I saw some hardcore fans not enjoying it, because of course the impact of a mythological new content is never easy on the hardcores. But other than that, I've only seen people praising this game mode. Like 95% of the times, at least. Hatham was talking about killing Connor the time he was with him, and then he just died. Well, and at the end, he says, I should have killed you before. And instead, he saves him. So, like I said, he's a very trouble. Like, when you're hidden here, you can actually pickpocket him, can you?
Yeah, well, that was the whole point.
That's the whole point. And it worked. Good job. Now you should return to your cell.
Well, I should remember where is my cell.
Oh, there's a target there. It's right here. So I think you also did the
This key is useless.
what's it called? The optional objectives. Elena, someone else who thinks Hatham's sexy finally.
You in the market for us?
You ladies.
Great minds
How
think-
do you say it? Great minds think alike. Of course. Is Hatham morally wrong? Yes. Would I? I'm not gonna say that. Sary is reading it. I'm not gonna read this. I'm not gonna read it. But yeah, I mean, he's a very fascinating character, that's for sure.
Your key.
Are we done?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Not fit the
The
lock.
key does not fit the lock.
It's not meant to.
You forged a key that does not
You
work.
forged the key that doesn't
Well,
work.
that all depends on what you mean by work. It'll
Okay,
get us
I
out.
absolutely don't remember
Just like
anything about this
expected.
sequence.
Then how?
I don't remember what happens.
You're going to use it to get the real key off the warden. You have to swap
I really feel
yours for
sorry for both Edward's kids, especially his daughter. My God, she went through hell through no fault of her own. Yes, like the
this way.
um
And when he tries to use it,
He won't. That's why
the story of Edward's daughter is also told
how do I reach
in
the warden?
Forsaken.
So
So it's not like her story, but you hear a lot about her.
You need to pick a fight.
What?
Pick a fight.
Reinhardt, please tone it down a bit in the comments. It's a little bit too much, and also you're writing in caps lock, so
There is the
please
only way to reach him.
tone it down a bit. But yeah, the story
I'll give you
of
credit.
I don't remember the name
You've
of
given this
Edward's
plan that
daughter.
risked my life a great deal of thought.
Oh man,
Take down as many as you can.
Jennifer.
One or two will only serve
Jennifer.
to entertain
Yes.
the guards.
Who are you? Where, where
See,
did they
see,
hide
this is
your
not
body?
Mark. I'm not the real Marco. I'm another one, another like
Try
copy
not to
Mark.
die.
But yeah, the story of Jennifer is told through Forsaken, and it's a very like she was smuggled, she was traded, she was used. It's very bad. She has her payback only at the end, and we also get to see her final moments in the Unity novel, if I'm not mistaken. I think there were some letters, but I might be mistaken. Tailgate. AC3 was my first AC game, so the twist that Hatham was a Templar all along at the start got my mind blown. I remember a lot of people saying, oh, that was so easy to see it, like I saw it miles away. I had played every single AC game up until that moment, and I didn't see that coming at all. I was like super shocked, and still. Question: do you think Hatham let Connor kill him? That's a very, very, very good question. I'm gonna say no, because he's very honest when he said I should have killed him when I had the chance. So I'm gonna say no. He maybe regrets the kind of education that he gave to Connor, maybe, or the absence or lack thereof. Should I do that?
No.
Want me to help?
No, it's just the first time I die.
Oh, so hi, Sary.
As usual.
As usual. That's the fourth hi, Sary. You are
Yeah.
on fire
I
tonight.
think I die in AC3 more than in every other game of the franchise.
I think that's because you cannot counter all of these. Can you?
I don't know.
You should parry and then punch.
I'm
Or
trying.
or you can just attack. Just go and attack.
I go and attack a bit. And they hurt a lot.
Because like the parry system in AC3 is very different from. That's one done. But now you're gone. No, good job.
No,
Bad job.
because they hit me even if I parry.
Wait, you see, that would have been so hilarious. What was that? Imagine Markuz in AC Odyssey was the cult leader. Man, I would have tasted the moment where I killed him. Because I absolutely hated Markuz so much. That's an assassination right there.
Let's try it immediately.
Maybe you can just... You cannot dodge, though.
So because they attack all together, you know, so...
Can you concentrate on one and attack them? No. It's so tough. That looks so tough, though. Good job. They are hitting themselves. Come on, Sary. Come on, Sary. Press X after you counter.
Which is X. I'm doing it, but it's not working.
Is it not? Okay.
I don't even know where I am.
Press X after you counter. Hi, Sary again. If I had a cheeseburger for every hi, Sary in the stream, I'd be on my 10th... No, my 1,000 pounds live. Oh, man. That was very tough. That was very harsh on Sary.
Oh, they are right.
They are right, but still. We need an ATA drinking game.
Every time I die...
Every time you die? Okay. Maybe we could do that in the future streams. Oh, you can throw them to the wall. That's a way to get them away. Oof, almost. Come on, only one left. Yes! Good job, Sary.
On the brink of death.
On the brink of death. AC3 is not a hard game at all. Well, ask Sary. The glitches.
If you are me, it's...
The glitches are the reason you die. Now you're just making me crave a burger. Counter attack, Sary. I mean, she kind of almost did. Can you? Okay, I thought you could assassinate them. That might get you spotted though if you assassinate a guard. Yes, but there was a guard in front of you. Are you actually doing that in front of the guard? Connor. Did the guard disappear? Oh, it just moved and nobody's hearing the 100 years old door creaking all over the place. Okay.
Take care not to raise the alarm.
But yeah, Kazekage, Sary made it. Markuz as leader of the Cult of Gods must be like, they get weapons, I get money, everybody benefits. Yeah. More bots, more bots. Connor is a crybaby. Connor is not a crybaby. Why are you bending to see beyond the wall? How are you still doing this in every stream I have, like we have?
Nicer rooms, more space, those sorts of things.
That's Sary.
It seems even
Just Sary things.
who you know makes all the difference.
Thank you, Mason, for everything. I will find a way to repay the...
Connor is a Why do you think Connor is a crybaby? I think he's just not understood. Poor Connor. So he's about to get out. He doesn't have to be spotted. You have to assassinate Hiki in his cell. Will you be able to do that?
No.
Will you be able to do that?
No.
That's pretty cool. That's a different outfit for Connor. And he's still wearing white, blue, and red anyway, because he is the heart of the American Revolution. He's not, by the way. You need to get the stairs, though.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, so that was intentional, okay. Can you have the dual holster? I don't think we have any dual holster here.
What is it?
Maybe not a crybaby. Yeah, I think that Connor is very misunderstood. Surely he's not the character that people instantly fall in love with, like, I don't know, Edward or Ezio, for sure. I'm almost spotting you. Careful. Is it in this? Oh no, it's in the next floor.
Yeah.
Okay. They made Desmond a crybaby in this game too. I mean, it's not a crybaby. He punches his father. Does that count as a crybaby? No, wait. It's the opposite. It was William that punches him. I don't recall.
What are you saying?
What?
What? I wasn't listening. What are you asking me?
We showed it in the stream a few weeks ago, and I don't recall it. It was William who punched Desmond. I think so. Like he says, "Don't ever call me. Don't ever compare me to the Templars." The optional objectives in AC3 are absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous as in super tough. Yes, I agree. You have to be almost pitch perfect. At this point, you effed up the optional. You can just go.
Yeah.
But the mission terminates. Who else can wait for last chapter of Eivor's saga? I cannot wait, especially in the light of the ending. Well, not especially in light of the ending of Forgotten Saga, because it's not necessarily the case. But I really want to see how Eivor's, Odin's, and potentially Baldur's story are going to be tied up in that chapter in England with the Grand Temple and the ISO technology. And it seems like Darby is at least helping with it, so I hope it's going to be... Are you still bending beyond the screen to like look if the guard is there?
Will you talk to the chat while I play?
No, I'm looking at you. I also have to mock you. Like Sary is doing like this in order to look beyond. You're still doing it. I mean, that's the degree of immersion that we want from our games, no?
Yeah.
See, you don't even need a VR visor. You just bend yourself. Kill them. Yeah, F them. You can kill another one if you'd like. Everything Connor did was stop the war from reaching his lands. And in the end, he got used by everyone from Juno to the colonists to the Templars. He was just a pawn. Yes, that's what he understands at the end of the story. Like, everything he did was very much for nothing. And he was used all the way. Very much like Eivor, mostly. While Eivor at the end, at the very least, she makes it. She makes a choice. Connor, for most of the time, he's a puppet. Like what we're seeing here. That's also a puppet. Or
Not
more
who
like a
he's
guard.
expecting.
But
Am I right?
What have we here?
that's our Templars here.
I thought we'd finished off your kind.
Connor was just out for his people and everyone at the homestead. Sary can have a little murder as a treat, yes.
Guilty as charged.
Metal Gear Connor. Connor Jagger. Connor will destroy the Titan. He's as big. He could be a Jaeger and attack all the kaijus like huge Connor.
And then men like Washington fight to make it so.
You don't have to fight them now.
No, you don't have to fight them. Because of them, Connor will be taken to the gallows. Sorry? Well, let's complete the cutscene, which is a long one, I think. Seeing Darby defend the leaked... Darby defended the leaked... What is happening? I can't see anything. Okay.
I will abide
Darby
no more
defended the
prize in
leaked
ointment.
Helix Iron Man armor
It's
pack.
gonna work. First we bind you.
I didn't see that. Okay, I'm gonna have a look after that.
and tomorrow, you gather
What did he
for
say
court,
actually? Because I didn't see
accused of
that.
plotting to kill good old Georgie.
Every AC protagonist is a puppet if you think about it. Yeah, to a degree, yes. If you consider the issue, that's always the case.
Charlie.
At some point, they all figure that out. Well, I hope that Eivor at some point figures that out. Do you think that in the last DLC of Valhalla, that will end the story of Eivor, she will become a hidden one, or at least, or just a stupid Viking with a hidden blade? Adzai, I think, yes, it will finish the story. It will complete this Eivor story.
You know all of this, my
How it will complete it, I'm not that sure. Because, like, if he dies in England, I don't think that she went back to Ravensthorpe. I expect, like, I don't know, a part of the story will happen in England, and then she will decide to go back to England and stay there. And also because at some point the Viking invasion failed, and the Saxons took over, right? So both the Ragnar's sons, and also in this story Eivor's Raven clan and all the other Viking clans are going to recede from England, or they're going to be killed by the Saxons. So and that's gonna happen like in the decades and centuries also after. So in Eivor's time, at some point, what happens in the Order of the Ancients ending, that is, they say that they will see each other again with Alfred, and Alfred will be the king again, I think, which means that at some point Eivor's Raven clan will also be pushed back from there, which also means that there will be an end to the Raven clan unless they leave England. And I think that at some point Eivor will have to also come to terms with Odin's blood and consciousness inside of her, which she has done already in the main game. So she will have to at some point go back to the US and stay there. So I think that's going to be a final chapter to Eivor, and I don't think that she's going to become a hidden one after that. Like, she's gonna stay there and die there. I don't think that she's going to, you know, go to England, decide something, that be a hidden one for, I don't know, 50 years, then go back to England once again and die. Plus, it wouldn't be very nice to have Eivor, after 2 years of content where she's just a Viking, have her say, hey, I'm gonna become a hidden one, but not while you're playing, you know? Kind of like Edward. Like, Edward becomes a hidden one off screen in a book. I hated that, pretty much. So, that's Washington in the background. I think there are more characters in the crowd here. We should have an encounter with Achilles at some point. And this part of the story, see, there are other assassin friends on the rooftops. This part is also told in the Forsaken novel, and in here, actually Haytham is moving within the crowd without being seen, because there's Charsley there, and there's Hiki also around there. And here is our mentor. And we're not gonna see it, but like, Connor will be covered with a cloth. The cloth that would help him being hung at the gallows. And then we're not gonna see, but Connor is going to be saved. We are going to go in first person, which is one of the few times that this happens in AC3. And when he's not hung at the gallows, like the cord is broken, that is because Hatham actually helped him, but we don't see it. And so that is actually described in the Forsaken novel. Are you gonna watch House of Dragons, Jatin? No, I don't think so, because I've never watched Game of Thrones, so I don't think I'm gonna. You can see other assassins up there. So, you know, like at this point, like Achilles told Connor, you tell us when to help you. So Sary, you are gonna have to press a button at some point. Now we are in first person. See, there are people moving within the crowd. I don't know if there's a trigger, which we cannot see because there's my face in the air. But I think that at some point you should be able to press one of the 4 buttons. Maybe it's not yet the time. May God have mercy on your soul. Yeah. Press Q. Let's press Q. I pressed Q.
I have no idea what Q is. I am on a...
Q is here. There we go. We have been saved.
Yeah, I pressed all the buttons.
Well, I pressed Q on the keyboard. Hidden Ones, assassins are the same thing, just different time periods. Yes, they are different approaches of the organization.
Do we want to have the trivia?
Oh yes, there's a huge insect. But anyway, we are at clocking in at 1 hour and 30 minutes, and I think it's the proper time to have our official trivia, the 12 trials, where we are going to... It's trivia time. Today, Ubisoft released the new trivia dedicated to Assassin's Creed 3. So we're going to ask... Well, I never watched the questions, so I'm gonna see them with you.
I'll try and log in.
Sary is gonna try and log in. This huge insect, what I'm gonna do with it. Let's go. We're gonna finish the quest later. Like, Elena is asking, oh, you're not gonna finish the quest?
Yeah, I'll finish it.
Yeah, we'll finish it later. so Sary can take a breath for a moment. And we can also do that. There's actually a pretty big difference between what? Between the Order of the Ancients and the Templars? Yes, there's a pretty big difference. I mean, from the outside, it seems like they are the same organization going on through time, but the people, the gods that they worshipped and their approaches were different.
Cannot log in.
So we cannot log in, but we can still have a look at the questions. Can we migrate Layla and Desmond making babies in the world? I don't think that's happened. So this is our first question, and it is: as the present-day assassins discover the Grand Temple, Sean Hastings quotes a line from a well-known literary classic, which was Wuthering Heights, To Kill a Mockingbird, or Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Do you guys know the answer to the question? Let me have a look at the chat. If you guys know that. Elena says Alice. Reinhard says Alice. Skada says Alice. The answer is actually Alice. And he quotes something about Alice not knowing if she can get out of Wonderland again. So that was the correct answer. Before Achilles Davenport trained Radonagedon, also known as Connor, thank you guys for not saying Connor Kenway, he was previously mentor of the Colonial Brotherhood for how many years? I don't have no idea. I'm gonna say what, 24. I'm gonna say a long time because he's the last assassin remaining in the colonies. Reinhard says 7. I think it was a double digit, but I might be mistaken. You guys know that in the chat? YTC says 7. There's 2 people saying 7, so I'm going to be inclined to say 7 at this point. I thought it was way more. Because John de la Tour, who was the mentor before him, I'm not sure if he was the mentor before him, but like there was. Dumb question. I'm not sure if it's dumb. Like, it's very tough, honestly. Bots. So you guys, like, Elena said 18. I mean, let's go with 7 because the 2 of you said 7. Trident doesn't know. Elena says it was definitely more than 7. I'm gonna check it later. So
where do I go?
Yeah, well, we have a majority of 7, so let's go with 7, though I don't think it's correct. But let's move on with the next one. YTC says 30 plus, since he was the mentor in the 1740s and 1770s. So it's, yeah. From Rogue to 3, it's at least 20 years. Let's put 25, okay? 25, it's random. I know it's not the case. Let's go on. Yeah, let's go on. We cannot stay on the same question over and over. Aveline de Grandpré finds out the identity of the company man. It turns out to be, why is this a question about liberation? Do you guys know that? I know the answer. I'll let you guys comment in the chat. Who is the company man? The company man, by the way, is... oh, man. Yeah, I think it's... it is the villain, if I recall correctly, from Liberation. So, Elena is saying Madeleine de Lille. Scata is saying Madeleine de Lille. So let's go. Well, yeah, YTC is saying Madeleine. Let's give more time. We haven't given any more time, but yeah.
Sorry.
The answer was Madeleine de Lille.
Just gonna give you the buffering.
Yeah, okay. The company man was the antagonist in AC3 Liberation. Anyway, prior to the Revolutionary War, Paul Revere oh, come on, guys. I'm trying to read a question here, okay? But yeah, Trident K, a Liberation reference, it got acknowledged, yes, but in such a tiny way. So prior to the Revolutionary War, Paul Revere warned colonists of the British Army's arrival. The mission where you help him was called Alternate Methods, Unconvinced, or The Midnight Ride. This is easy. I'm seeing the chat being unanimous on The Midnight Ride because this is also one of the most famous events of the American Revolution. So it is The Midnight Ride. Hunt and skin in the frontier to earn money to survive. In Black Creek, how are we supposed to know in Black Creek which of the following animals cannot be found? I'm gonna say, would you expect a bobcat in a place called Black Creek? Yeah, interesting choice to have Connor in Altair's robes. I don't think it's a connection to an AC1 remastered, but Scata is saying a raccoon, and I will believe you guys. There's no raccoon in AC4 as AC3. I have no idea, absolutely. But if you guys are all saying raccoon, let's go with raccoon. Identify the first assassin and liberation contract that Connor can recruit in Boston. Is it Duncan Little? Is it Stefan Chapeau? Is it Jacob Zenger? Or is it Deborah Carter? If you have followed our streams, you might know already. Tailgate, if you go to Gamescom this year, are you gonna do some casual vlogs? I would like to do that when we go to Gamescom. I don't think we're gonna go this year. Scatha is saying Duncan Little. the actual answer should be Stefan Chaffeau, because Duncan Little is the first assassin that we meet in the game, but it's like we actually meet Duncan Little when he's a kid and we are playing as Hatham. But in this case, the first and tutorial assassin recruit that we meet is Stefan Chaffeau, that is throwing a bucket of piss over the head of people. So that's why he's memorable. Yes, Sary, that's the case. So yes, it's Stefan the Butcher. A song that plays in Desmond's last moment when Juno shows him the future. You recall the name of the track. Let me listen to it. It's gonna take me some time, but let's all listen to it. Because I also have some buffer here. So did you stop it?
Yeah,
Okay.
Stop, yeah.
Ah. Okay.
You wanna listen again?
Okay. I'm listening to it right now. That should be Desmond's Destiny. Yeah, I'm seeing all the chat. Desmond's Destiny. Yes. Yeah, that's Desmond's Destiny. Good job, chat. I had some buffering here, but... After several confrontations, Connor finally manages to kill Charles Lee. At which tavern does this happen? I'm gonna say, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna say the Green Dragon, because that's where the Templars always gathered. But you guys let me know in the chat. Yeah, what came before wouldn't make sense. The answer was indeed Desmond's Destiny. Vlogs, one word. Marco, don't do that. Well. So Elena is saying Green Dragon. YTC is saying Green Dragon. I hope I didn't influence you guys, but I think it's the Green Dragon. I don't recall one called The Last Drink. It would have been very prophetic, but I think it's the Green Dragon. Let's go with Green Dragon. It's in Boston, but he killed in the Frontier. Best scene in the game. Okay, let's go on. The Boston Tea Party was a protest in retaliation to the Tea Act in 1773. Locate where it takes place.
On the sea.
It's on the port, that's for sure. It's on the harbor. Which of the harbors of Boston? I'm gonna say this one. The huge one here, but... Hello, Don Eliminator Alex. Welcome to the stream. Do you guys know where that happens? I absolutely have zero idea. Like, no idea at all. This is a huge map of Boston. It wasn't the docks, I know that much. Scata says downright, so more than this? Like how far?
Here?
The big one, yes. Okay, Jitin is saying the big one, yes. So would that be correct?
Upper.
YTC says southwest, so on the other side. I'm gonna say on the big one. A little bit south. Oh, a little bit south or where we put it. So a little bit. No, south. Like here. A little bit south. This. I mean, I don't think we'll ever get the answer correct here until next week, I guess. So let's go with this one. Hopefully.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I love this. Yes, I didn't expect this. Okay. A strange... No, I know exactly what this is about.
Yeah, you see a code and you just...
Yes, I lighten up when there's a code. A strange email is found in Desmond's inbox. Identify the mysterious sender 01001 by decrypting the code. I don't need that. That is a code for Juno. That is... I don't know the name of the code because I'm old and I don't remember. That's binary for Juno. Very easy. I remember that. Well, let's see people mentioning it in the chat. But that's so. I love this because these are the emails where Juno tries to connect to the email network, and the email before that one is all in gibberish because she's trying to connect but she's not able to. And then she starts writing emails to Desmond and tries to have him join her side. That email was sent on your birthday. So November 12th is your birthday. And Juno was acting very strange on your birthday. Will we ever know the score? Yes! We know the score for the first time. And we got 8 out of 10. So maybe the Boston Tea Party. You managed to log in. Which, I mean, there's going to be what? 4 set of questions left or something. But we made it, and it was 8 out of 10. True page! Yeah, a little late. We just finished the trivia, and you are an expert of our trivias, so a little too sad. Some of these emails, they are uncomfortable, but at the same time, they are so good. So, because Elena asked, we weren't finishing the quests, so here we are finishing the email, the missions. This is Stefan Chaffeau on the left.
Sorry, I have to run.
Yeah, we have to run and get Hiki, because Hiki is about to kill George Washington, and we have to stop him. There we are, stopping. Come on, Connor, slowly. But he made it. Boston Tea Party and last drink. Okay, so it is the last drink?
Damn it.
So those were the 2 questions that we missed. I absolutely thought it was the Green Dragon.
Why did Johnson try and buy my people's land?
So it
Why
was so
Dick
much
Van
on the
Darby
nose that it
Adams
was
and Hancock? What
the last
purpose
drink.
would
Okay.
Washington's murder have served?
Check the Twitter
Why
when
does
you
your order
can.
support the British?
You tag that. Okay, when we're done with the stream, I'm gonna have a look.
Lee, big
Actually,
man,
no.
Latham.
Let me have a look now.
Money. There's the power. That's the reason I threw him.
Oh,
That's the
in the
only reason.
meantime, the AC Sisterhood has
Oh my
posted
god.
the podcast
Any of that.
where they interviewed Sary.
Sing their songs.
It's embarrassing.
It's not embarrassing. Our Sary is becoming a star. Like, she was interviewed like a few weeks ago by Ubisoft itself about the Easter language. Now she is going on
I'm not
podcasts.
gonna ask who or how or why.
And still, like, you are the star
You
of the show
chose
now.
to side with men who would rob us of our humanity.
You know, you could
simply
start
because it
writing
was
my
more
analysis.
profitable?
I'm
What
done.
else is there?
They
I'm
would
not
be
some
super
life
short.
give up all I've got and print it.
Yeah, they would be super short. Like, this is Odin, this is...
Can you bring
I'm
it
not
to the
gonna
bank?
spoil that. This is Odin, this is Freya, that's it. Bye.
Don't look at me like that.
Oh, Skada, you
We're
got 9
different, you
out
and
of
I.
10 because you selected Duncan. Okay.
You're just some blind fool who's always chasing butterflies.
Oh, okay. So that's the
Whereas I'm
answer?
the type of guy who likes to have a beer in one hand.
I saw
and a
Laskada
in the other.
tagged us to show the
I can have what I seek.
answer. Was
Had
it
it
that
even.
Harbor? I absolutely didn't know.
Your hands will
Moving up in the
be
world,
empty.
Sary. Congratulations. Sary is always a star. Look at the chat. Thank you, guys. So you should say she is
Thank you.
going like this. She's super embarrassed. But Connor has been saved. Israel Putnam. Marcus, be careful. She will take over the channel completely. Yes, she will. She will start the mutiny within the 88 team and will cast me outside.
Stop.
I'm gonna be alone in the world. We believe in Sary supremacy.
You're nothing if not consistent.
Between the phone call with a cable guy and customer that ended.
As
What
soon as your
was that?
execution went sideways. He's likely on his way back to
Oh, yes.
Philadelphia by now.
You were mentioning
So am I.
Something wrong?
during the AC
He
glyphs
is
and
still
Brotherhood
in
between the
danger.
phone
He
call
did
with a
not
cable
act
guy.
alone.
Yeah, that was one of the best moments in the glyphs in Brotherhood. The guard just phased through Putnam. Plot twist: Sary is a sage of Juno.
I'm an original Izu.
I mean,
I'm no copy, so I'm no.
we should just put a modifier to your mic so you can talk with an echo. she just brightened up. She wants to have that. So for the next stream, we're gonna put a microphone just for Sary, so that she can talk like Juno. A fraction of wisdom has gifted you my eternal
freedom, but fear to grab hold of it. That fear is gone now.
So here we are, getting close. I think this is where they signed the Declaration of Independence. Maybe. We just saved George Washington.
No more, no less.
Oh, thank you so much, Skada, for joining us. I think you're going, so see you. Hashtag Team Sary. It's still better than hashtag Hi Sary. So, bye bye, Skata. Thank you for joining us. I'm gonna have a look at your speed run soon as possible. Has Sary done a face reveal in the past?
Well, it's not like it's hidden, but...
No, in our channel? I'm not sure.
No, in our channel, I don't think so.
There must be a video with you. Here's a face reveal. That happened very fast. Like there was no mystery. Like it lasted a few seconds.
So
But yeah, I think that there are pictures of Sary all over. Well, not all over the web, but like there have been some activities that we've done with Ubisoft.
We must now all hang together.
So like if you're looking at like the pictures of the AC Trivia at Gamescom, there
Or
are
most
some pictures of
assuredly,
Sary. And there she
shall all
was. Yes.
hang separately.
You are once more, I see.
We have seen you on stream in the past. Yeah.
I must speak with the commander.
He's gone to try and hold New York.
Samuel Adams is
The British
gone.
intend to take it. I fear
you
we'll need to
need
recall
to.
our men from Quebec
Can't
as well.
read anything. Recall
One
our
thing
men
to
from
declare
Quebec.
our
Yes.
independence. Now, my
that-
friend.
No, I
you
was
must
about
make
to make a
yourself.
very bad joke on Odyssey. Anyway, let me have a look at the chat. Kazakage said, "Hello, Sary." See, when they say "Hello, Sary," it's because it's an actual greeting to you.
when they say hi, it's...
Hello, Desmond. Nice to see you. Will Desmond come back again?
I've asked Rebecca to
On
charter a
screen?
flight for us.
There he is. In the story?
Where to?
Not really. Don't think so. I mean,
Brazil.
he might come back in the shape of the reader, but not. Oh, we are actually having a mission in the modern day? That would be the best way to end the stream. But actually, I think this is in Brazil, and that was a wanted poster for Desmond. This is one of the best missions in the modern day. I mean, all the modern day missions are... You guys are a perfect match. Oh, thank you, Tailgate. There, you're so
You there,
kind.
Rebecca?
Bad reception. Can you hear me?
Also, shout out to Sary for following me back on
Oh,
Twitter.
glad to see that's working.
Yeah, Sary is
try
such
you
a
back when I'm
kind
topside.
person.
Well, I didn't notice she was
What?
her, so...
Well, yeah. I mean, you didn't know, but like, yeah. When we spotted Elena, we had to follow you back.
Yeah.
So let's have a look at the wanted poster.
Where is it?
In the corner here. Nope. Behind. There. Or there. It's the one on the left is more illuminated.
Which?
Can I? This one
Hmm.
should be a little more illuminated. I don't think we can read anything about it. There should be a texture in the game files, but it's very cool. Like, there's a lot of textures here showcasing advertisements of stuff happening in the real world in the modern day. Desafio Mundial, that's a that means like the World Challenge or like World Championship or something like that. We are in Brazil, and we are in the metro, and we are about there is going to be a boxing match or a wrestling match, but we are here to get another power source that actually Daniel Cross is holding, I think.
Copy now.
And this is one of the best modern day missions in AC. Brazil time, yes. I want to go to Brazil in real life. I went when I was somewhat of a kid. I was, what, 14 or 15? It was beautiful. It's an amazing country. It has lots of goods and bads, of course.
We don't have time to play nice. Steal someone else.
It's very tough
Bit of a dick
on
move,
some
don't you
people
think?
in there.
I guess you could try and sneak past security instead.
Best Assassin's Creed modern day, hands down. Yes. The final face-off with Vidic is Chef's Kiss. Yes, I agree. There could be a better payoff, but it is a good Chef's Kiss. Kurchata, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Tailgate, did they do an ARG for Desmond's wanted posters before AC3 came out? They, yes. Oh, we can have a look at the contendants of the. Is it important to have a look at the contendants in the match? But yeah, there was somewhat of an ARG. There were posters that were. It wasn't an ARG. Well, look at that! Can you do it again? That was so cool. Wow, I love this. But yeah, it wasn't an ARG, but there was a what's it called? Like some press events. They actually handed out some wanted posters with the face of Desmond in there. It was a bad face of Desmond. It wasn't the actual. Are you spying on those two lovers? What are you doing, Sary? You are supposed to steal the power source. Look at this. I don't even recall this environment. There's this other environment. I think this is the base of the stadium. How long does it take from the events of Revelations to AC3 ending? I think that should be 1 month-ish. I remember Brotherhood ended 72 days before December 21st. Revelations is a week after, so I'm gonna say 1 to 2 months at the most. Because as Kazakage said, AC1 to AC3 is September to December 2012. So I think that Brotherhood ended up in October. No, it was like end of September. And I think that the emails in the modern day of AC3 start at the end of October. And of course they end on December 21st. Desmond lived 3 lives in 3 months. Yes. Yeah, pretty much. Yes. Desmond was kidnapped in September. Yes. Yep. That's all explained in Assassin's Creed Initiates. There were the dates for everything happening every single day. Now they are scared, or like they don't really want to show the dates for the years when the DLCs take place. And back then they were detailing the specific day where the events in the modern day were happening. So that's like miles and miles away from what it was back then. Didn't I stop the bots? I thought I stopped the bots. Stop the bots. Okay. Done. Sorry guys.
I'm not sure where I have to go.
Yeah, actually it's 4 months. It's September, October, November, and December. This stadium goes probably. I think Desmond is a crazy parkour YouTuber. Yes. You don't know where to go? Well, find a way. I'm enjoying this environment too much to even look for a way to go. So if you're wasting more time in here, I'm just enjoying it. Because like, look at this. There are so many ads about stuff that is happening in the real world that we don't get to see. Like, now the modern day is always happening in secluded areas that we don't know about. You're supposed to go to a VIP area, so try and look for an entry to a VIP area. There, I'm gonna. Sorry?
I think I just passed the checkpoint.
You passed the checkpoint? Okay.
I think so.
It's 4 people's memories? Why that?
Looks
It's
like I'm
Connor,
close.
Shit. Another check.
Ezio, Altair, who else?
Security's too tight. Faster, go agent. Don't let them see you.
Did
Hidden.
you are hidden? That is so cool! Oh my god, that's so cool. That's social stealth in the modern day. Come on, how many times do you get to experience that? And you wonder why in the recordings in AC Valhalla he was going crazy with the bleeding effect with Ezio and Connor and having glimpses into Edward's memories. Yes, he was staying in the Animus all the time, literally. So of course he had bleeding effect all the time. Parkour was all the rage in YouTube in 2012. Ah, okay. Who is Daniel Cross? I still don't get it. Well, it's a long story, but Daniel Cross was an assassin that was actually a sleeper agent of the Templars. That's our way, I think. See, there are like green lights there telling that that's the way. There's under there. So Daniel Cross was a sleeper agent of the Templars. Basically, he was kidnapped when he was a kid, and he was implanted in his mind an order to, you know, kill all the assassins at some point when the Templars and when Vidic decided to do that. And that happened in the year 2000, so that is 12 years before the events of AC3. And from that moment on, he became like a top level agent of the Templars. He was also a member of the Inner Sanctum, but he was also very much influenced on the he was also influenced a lot by the bleeding effect. So when we see him in AC3 in the game, he is very far from how professional he was and how good he was. Like, he's always very troubled by the bleeding effect. So we're gonna meet him soon. Not yet. See, people were complaining about the light hanging from Layla in Origins, and this is an Abstergo guard doing exactly the same. But back then, nobody complained. Did the Great Purge happen after Desmond left the Assassins? No. The Great Purge actually happened 12 years before. Oh, you mean after Desmond when he was young? When he left? Oh, that's the best. That's the best thing. Like, now we're going to parkour over the stadium where the two boxers are hitting each other. Try not to fall. You cannot fall, actually, if I'm not mistaken.
I can do anything.
Yeah, considering Sary is Sary, she can. And the yellow wires are telling us that that's the proper road. I'm gonna say that the Great Purge happened simultaneously as Desmond left his original assassin cell. Because I think that at this point, Daniel Cross, who we are actually seeing now, he's what, 10 years older than Desmond? A little bit less, maybe. So yeah, here we are chasing Daniel Cross. I'm not hearing the music, but I think this is Modern Assassin. Look at that! That animation is so good. It is so good. And it is in the modern day, and we have our proper modern day assassin doing proper parkour, and now you're gonna punch each other.
I fucked up.
Punch him. Punch them all. Come on, Desmond. Punch them all. Don't get bugged. Like, get far from there. Yes, you can punch them all and then Hidden Blade hit them at the end. It's very dark in here. This mission gives me Watch Dogs 1 vibes. Yes! That is how the modern day should be in AC. This is peak modern day. This is absolutely peak modern day. And we are bugging through every object in the scene. This would be a little bit this would be a little better if there was any kind of lighting in here, but there's not. Anyway, we have punched once again our friend Daniel Cross, but we have gotten what we did, and in a classic, look at that, that was so cool. In a classic mission, in a classic assassin mission, once we have done what we came for, here we are, escaping and getting in the metro right in the nick of time, and Desmond is gone. They could shoot him. They could shoot at him for like a minute, but they did not. They're just waiting. And he's sitting down like Altair with his hood. That was the best ever. Hello Nesuno, welcome to the stream. Must be a drunken wager or something. What I don't understand is why did Daniel throw the gun at Desmond when he literally could have shot him. I think that he used the last bullet with the lady that he kills before Desmond gets there. Because I have no other idea why. So I think that on that note, I think we are almost clocking in at 2 hours. We were able to do the modern day mission, which I'm so happy because this is one of my favorite ones. And we were able to do the vaults a few times, like those jumps that were freaking amazing. Be careful going around the Grand Temple, you might trigger a Juno scene, which we might do in our future streams. Or not, who knows. So those Abstergo agents got Stormtrooper training. Yes, that's pretty much the case. That's how the Abstergo and guards work, and we will see it a bit more when we get to Abstergo next time we play AC3. Obi-Wan used the Force, access the animals, punch them all, and this is our Juno scene. This should be the this is the first method. This is the description of the towers. You might have seen it in our video dedicated to the 7 methods of salvation. This is the first one that they thought of. Juno is discussing that they were thinking of having 4 towers that would dispel the sun's wrath, the sun's energy, but they were never able to build them. Actually, they built one, or almost one, and then that tower is the one that we can see in Dawn of Ragnarok, that is repurposed into a weapon of mass destruction. It's the one that we're seeing right now. So this is our, or I should say, Juno's beautiful failed tower that was repurposed by Surtur, who didn't even know what to do with it. Let's praise Juno and not Surtur. And I think that on that note, after saying let's praise Juno, I think that we can wrap up on those words. So guys, thank you so much for joining us today in the stream. It was so lovely to play AC3 with you guys, and especially to do the modern day mission. I loved it so much. So yeah, thank you guys for joining us. Keep your eyes out on the channel. I hope that before the end of the week we can have the first part of our analysis of Forgotten Saga. I think it's going to be a good one because a lot of stuff seems to be clicking in while I'm writing. So hopefully I can get to finish the script between today and tomorrow, then voice it and edit it. So soon, super soon. If you keep going on, there's going to be the next method. So next time we're gonna see the next method. But before that, I really want to say thank you guys for joining us. Have fun wherever you are. Take care. Be safe because it's still super hot out there. And I think I will see you next Monday. Bye. Oh my god.